Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. For archival purposes, we are streaming today at 720p. I believe it's a 3000 bit rate, and it is currently 10:32 p.m. on the 8th of June, Thursday, the 8th of June, 2023. And we're going to be just catching up on some Pokemon stuff, just cause it's something. This is just some old eggs, just a little egg clip that I have. For the beginning. If the sound does get weird or funky or whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, we're just gonna catch some stuff, just chill out. I might stream a little bit later, but we'll sort of see what happens there as we go. But we may as well get straight into it. So it is currently the beginning of season of Hidden Gems. It is currently Beach Week. It's currently bonuses active. I need to adjust my hood because it is digging into my head. So forgive any loud mic noises. Hello Albatross, welcome. Beach Week? Yes, indeed it is. Alright. Now if I have forgotten anything, or if anything is strange, actually that's not sitting right either. Fuck it, we'll just hope for the best. But yeah, so it's Beach Week. And stuff is happening, and it's Axew Community Day this weekend. But I'm catching up on some field research tasks, not these, because I'm holding on to some Ultra Balls for them. But we're claiming a bunch of research tasks, encounters that I've been sitting and holding on to. For those that don't know, which a lot of people watching this probably do, but just in case, for those that don't know, if you get an encounter like the one that's there saying hatch an egg and it says it's a Pokemon encounter, and you claim it and then you run from it, it goes and sits in the top of your list, and you can stack up to 100 at once, so you can hold on to Pokemon. When Albatross and I first started playing, we were sort of holding on to whatever encounters we had while we were out, because then when we came home, we could keep catching stuff. But as well as that, it helps with different research tasks that might be like take a photo of a wild Pokemon. If you don't have any wild Pokemon around, you can use that. Things like that. But we're going to be doing this. Now, I am just going to check. Can you hear the music? Or is it not coming through? Or is it too quiet? Or am I... If I'm considerably louder, that's perfectly fine. It might even be a matter of me doing this. I don't want it to be too loud because it will get annoying, and we'll probably turn it off after a bit. How's that? Probably. Anyway, we'll keep it lower but not too high. Just as a little bit of background thing. But yeah. Starting off with a Spinda. I'm still so much louder. Well, how about now in the battle music? Like, if I do this, it is blaring through the headset for me. Like, I can't hear my own volume. Okay, well, Albatross is dancing, so I'm guessing she can hear the music now. But yeah, we're starting with the Spinda. That was a good place to begin. I would like him to come across the middle because we've currently got the event on that Nice Throws, Great Throws, and other get extra candies. And I do have Mega Charizard evolved as well. I don't remember which one's which. I think it's Mega Charizard X, whichever one that turns him into like the black dragon with the blue flames. Spinda? Yeah, Spinda. But yeah. Not bad. So anything that's going to be a 3, I'll probably just star straight away to sort out later. And then anything that isn't, I will, oops. I will deal with, I thought it was going to be a great throw. I will deal with, and sort out later. Wait. Stay in the ball. Oh, he's just that little bit higher than I thought he was. Listen. There we go. Ooh. I'll take a wild Wingull while we're here. Pokemon over the years has definitely changed a lot. There's a lot more now. Oops. I should still be coming through loud enough. I don't think that changes my mic volume. I just turn the volume down on my headset specifically, so that I'm not deafened. Alright, that's a Wingull. Let's get rid of that. Magikarp. Always need as many coins as we can. Or coins, candies. Same thing. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Okay, how's that? Is that back to normal? Okay. As many candies as we can for a Magikarp. Because they are expensive. Maybe we'll get a 4-star out of all this. He's a 2-star. He's going straight in the trade box. Ooh, hey, Snorlax. I'll take it. I mean, I have to. I don't really have a choice. But I do love a good Snorlax, especially from research. Listen. Tell you what, doing this on the Thursday night, 2 days before Axew Community Day, I'm going to use up so many balls and so much fucking just of the different berries and shit. He's a 3-star. Oh, hey. Wild Natu. No. No. Yes. Bing. I don't think I've got a good one of these at all. Like, I've got a couple that are like through trades that are lucky even, but they've never been anything to write home about, you know? Another Magikarp. There's probably going to be a few Magikarps. But I'll take it. Excellent. What is that? Does that mean I'm streaming? Okay, yeah, that's fine. It'll pop up at the top of the screen. I just wasn't sure what it was. Another Magikarp. We're so lucky. We should have, I think, a couple of different events that I've been holding on to these for. Because I remember getting the Spinder and being like, that's a good place to start. Rattata. Oh. Hey. Okay. Some of the things that I am going to explain today, if you are an old school Pokemon Go player, you will know this. But this is also just going to be something to kind of, you know, help some newbies along the way, maybe. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty much a newbie myself, but certain little things that I've learned that have helped a lot. One of which is my buddy here, who is my Umbreon, which I still need to come up with a name for, is 2-star or 2 hearts in the buddy rankings, which means it has catch assist, which is what happened just there when it knocked the ball back. Because I missed. Saddle. I'm not naming it Saddle. Albatross, you want to name everything Saddle. Not naming it Saddle. If it was like a Ponyta or a Blitzel or something like that, I might think about it. But it's not even a horse. Oh, Stuffle's a 400 candy one as well, so I want to use Planet Berry for that one. Hey, listen here, you little prick. Get the ball. Okay. I should have checked that one. Fuck, it's Snubble. Ugh. I've had so many Snubbles. It's funny, you know, because you get a few good ones or you know, one decent one of something, and then you're suddenly not interested in that anymore when it comes up. You're like, nah. Oh, it's garbage too. Look at that. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, so that's another thing. So appraisals, I don't know the specific stats of Snubble, but as an example, let's say that Snubble has base stats of 100 for everything. 100 attack, 100 defense, 100 HP. And then the appraisal points that you see here are out of 15, right? So it says it's got like 10 attack, 10 defense, 11 HP, right? And the bars there. That is on top of whatever its base stats are. So Snubbles will always have 100, and then whatever these are will be on top. So really it's like 110, 110, 111, which isn't that much different from 115, 115, 115. I'm just really picky. And I don't like Snubbles. So he's going immediately to the garbage. G'day, Saints. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? Magneton? I'm not... See, I nearly accidentally used the Master Ball then. I gotta be careful. Can you stay still, prick? Oh, come on. That was nearly an excellent. Recovering from eating like a pig. Ah, I had a good night then, huh? There we go. I probably won't keep the music on the whole time. Ah, no, he's terrible. Oh well. He's not, again, he's not terrible. Oh yeah, these are my tags too, so if you are new to Pokemon Go and you're getting overwhelmed by how many Pokemon you have, or, you know, what should be good and what shouldn't be, I keep track of the star rating of things for my own purposes. Some people don't, some people just, it's just Pokemon is Pokemon. They keep track of the CP of different things, which is basically how high a level it is. Because I do a lot of trades with Albatross, like there have been many days that we've gone through all 100 trades in a day, because we try and get luckies out of it. I like to tag things that have been traded with the untradeable tag, which, because you can only trade things once they've been traded, they can't be traded again. And I've also got a trade box, so it's easy for me to just chuck whatever is something that I don't want to sort of look at. Like if I know that it's going to be something I'll probably get rid of, but it could be something decent, I'll tag it with the trade box, so that way when we go to trade, it's easy to search for. But depending on how long all of these go, Bunnelby, he's always moving. But yeah, it'll be easy to search for, and depending on how long we go for, I might do a few trades with Albatross as well at the end, but we'll catch as many of these as possible. Oh, that's actually not bad. I'm not a huge fan of Bunnelby, or Diggersby, which is the evolve form, but you know what, I'll hold on to that. Some of these are purely biased. Some of these Pokemon I'd never seen before I played Pokemon Go. But in playing Pokemon Go, there have been certain like event weeks where there might be like 6 or 7 specific Pokemon that are for that event. Like, say the Easter event. Easter event is, I'm making it up in my head, but it's like all the rabbit Pokemon specifically and egg Pokemon specifically. And they're pretty much the only ones that spawn. So there's still like common ones and rare ones, and then like super rare ones. And your common ones will be like, of those 7 or 8 Pokemon, you'll have like 3 that turn up all the time everywhere. And it gets really old. and Bartleby is one of those Pokemon that I've just seen enough of. You never played Pokemon, so for me it boils down to whichever one looked cool. Yep, I agree. I agree. For a lot of things, I agree. One thing that fucked me up with that was when years and years and years ago, because I only played the first couple of generations back on the Game Boy Color, and I played through Silver version most of the way, and then I got up to the Dragon Gym. I don't know if it's the last gym or the second last gym, and I got destroyed. Couldn't do it with any of the Pokemon that I had that were good. I had to actually go back a region, or not a region, but like back a zone, and go and catch a Swinub and evolve it into a Piloswine with ice moves so I could actually fight the Dragon Gym. So even though I wasn't interested in Swinubs or getting one or, maxing it or anything, I had to go and get one because, you've never seen like 80% of them, but you do like the cats. There's some good cats. Yeah, there's definitely some good cat ones. Swinubs are cute. Yeah. They're alright. Just gonna check the little stop here and spin it occasionally, in case we get some rocket action. Ooh, Sableye. So Sableye doesn't have a Mega in game at the moment, but it probably will at some point, because it is one of the ones that Mega evolves. This is all shit that I've learnt since I played Pokemon Go, mind you. I didn't know that there were Mega Evolutions, which to me is just, it leans a bit Digimon for me. It leans a bit Digimon because it's like having a 4th evolution for things that they then hold for a while and then unevolve. Sort of like, Another Magikarp, we so lucky. Gonna move this up there. Alright, how are ya? Yeah, he's alright. We'll check him out. We'll check him out later. You do have an Eevee mug that you shared on Discord a while back? I do remember that. I do remember the Eevee mug. Oh, hey, Magmar. When they jump, it throws me off. Like, I might have something lined up, and they jump, and I'm halfway through the throw, and it will mess me up. It'll make me sort of be like, oh, okay, we're alright. He's a 3-star, we'll check him out later. And Electabuzz. Hey, why not? I still don't have the evolved form of this either. Yeah, see, that's the buddy assist again. Because he technically knocked the ball back, and then I have a chance that my Umbreon will knock the ball back again. He's a 2-star. We'll probably trade him. Alright, what else we got? Another Magneton, alright. This must have been some sort of electric event or something. Hey, great throw. So we should get a couple extra candy from, pardon me, from the great throw. You've defeated the gym. You have to drift back to take it. Nice. That's the one thing, because Albatross and I have different phone models. She gets a lot of drift with her GPS. So she'll drift around the place. Like, not too far, but she'll drift sort of, 50 meters in any direction and be able to spin stops and claim stuff and do all sorts of things around us. And I don't. Which normally would mean my GPS is better, but at this occasion it's not. We'll take that at 3. It's probably going to get traded, but we'll tag it anyway. Chimecho. Hey, alright. So here's another thing. So he's going to give a whole bunch of Stardust. Actually, that's what I should be doing. Just because I have a whole bunch of captive Pokemon here. I am going to use one of these, which will give me a boost to Stardust. And I'm going to use one of them which will give me a boost to XP. Because Chimecho gives you a big chunk of Stardust when you catch them. There's a few Pokemon that do it. Shelder is another one, for any Gen 1 fans out there. The music's not too obnoxious at all, even though it sort of repeats the same 10 seconds of music every time I try to catch another Pokemon. Great throw. You can't really hear it? Okay, that's fine. Another one. Ah. So some Pokemon dart around the place a lot. Some Pokemon jump and some Pokemon just sort of drift left and right or up and down. And the ones that dart around the place, like... Oh, Yanma. Yanma is a Dragonfly Pokemon. He's a real dick. Yeah, see, 14 candy. So it's an evolved form. So it gives... Instead of giving the 3 candy of a normal Pokemon, it gives 5, I want to say. And then it's currently doubled because of the event. But if I give it a Pineapple Berry... No, Pineapple Berry double... Sorry, no. Okay, it's not doubled because of the event. I get bonuses because of my throws. So, a Pineapple Berry will double the candy from it. For anybody that hasn't played Pokemon Go, it's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Candy is kind of like XP, but it's for a Pokemon species. So instead of leveling up this Magneton in battles, I will go and catch more Magneton or walk around with this one as my buddy or whatever and gain more Magnemite candy and be able to evolve it or power it up or whatever. So when there is events and stuff on, so this Magneton catching it would normally give me 5 candy, which is alright because it's an evolved form. So normal Pokemon standard will give you like 3, and then evolved forms will give you 5, and then because of the event that's on at the moment, you get extra candy depending on the quality of your throw. So like a nice throw will give you +1 candy, a great throw will give you +2 candy, an excellent throw will give you +3 candy. So if I get an excellent throw, hypothetically, this is already at a base. It's an evolved form, so it's 5 candy, +3 candy for an excellent throw. And then if I use a Pineapple Berry, which is the golden looking berry that I've got there on it, it will double that. So then I can have up to 16 candy from one Pokemon, which is way more than 5 if my maths is correct. And this is a 2-star, so it's going to go straight into the trade pile. There we go. You need one friend from a quest, can you add me? You're French for eggs. You lost me with the last sentence, but if you want to drop your friend code in chat, you're welcome to. And I will, I'll add you. I don't have tons and tons and tons of people added. Alright. That's my trainer code, by the way. You can add me, and I'll check the friend requests shortly. Or if it's easier, you can just hold your phone up to the screen. Unless you're doing this on your phone, then that would make things difficult for you. But there's the QR code if you want to scan it. I'll leave it up there for another 4, 3, 2, 1. But that's the friend code. So if you want to add me, you're welcome to add me and I will check the friend request shortly. And as a bonus, I send out river scatterbugs. That's something that tickles your fancy. We got some Giraffe eggs. Good old palindrome Pokemon. Ooh, you'd aim a little bit higher. You got the gym? Excellent, Albatross. Good, good. You want French eggs? I don't know. Are they then like eggs? Legs? French for eggs. That's just legs. I don't know. I'm being dumb. If you couldn't tell. Come on. Do something. Do something, Stuffle. There you go. Stuffles are adorable. I like Stuffles. You sent me a request as well? Alright. Oh, you sent French for eggs. That makes more sense. I was like, what do you mean you sent me a request? We're already friends. Okay, we'll just do this. How about I just do this? I will be... There we go. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, a Magikarp! Another one. Ugh. It's always wild when things fall short by the tiniest bit and it hits them like in their toe. How is he? Is he any good? See, we could get a 4-star out of any of these. Because they're all research, so they all have like a baseline. So who knows? Another Chimecho. I didn't know, because this is another Pokemon that I only saw for the first time in Pokemon Go. And I'm like, what's a Chimicho? I'm like, dude, read the name. Just read it. Just read the name. Oh, Chimecho. No, it's a Chimicho. Like, I don't know what that is. It's a fucking Chimecho. This is a 3-star, but I'm going to chuck it straight in a trade. Bonita. Oh no, there's probably going to be like 300 Ponytas. I remember that event. I'm going to use Pineapple Berry on the first one. And then we'll see where we go from there. But I'm hoping there's not going to be a shitload of Ponytas. Oh, it's just not... It's not amazing. Hoppip, okay. Hoppip's not getting a candy. Oh, I should have checked. Oh, we'll go to recent. What do we got? What are you, Hoppip? Probably won't end up keeping it. That one's only a 2. He's getting traded. Alright. Another Girafarig. So, Girafarig doesn't have an evolution at the moment, but it will? Because I'm pretty sure Scarlet and Violet have Girafarig's evolution. Which it becomes like a Rafarig. I don't know. I can't remember the name. But it's the opposite. It's reversed because it's a palindrome, so it's then palindromed again. I think he was a 3-star. Was he 3-star? Yeah, he was. It's one of those little Mousachino. There we go. 2-star. 2-star gone in a trade box. Another Magikarp. Hey, you stay still. Get in the ball. Good fish. See, I like that there's the moon in the background too, because it's like, what is it? Is it Ursaring? bear, anyway, the bear that only evolves during the full moon. I always miss it. I still don't have it, because I always miss it. Yeah, it's 3-star, but it's not a great one, so I'm going to tag it for that, but I know it's not great, so I'm going to chuck it straight in a trade. Another Sableye. Oh, with the return from Umbreon. What should I call it? I thought about calling it, like... I went down a path of... Because it's a shiny, right? It's a shiny Umbreon. I thought about calling it, because it has, like, blue rings on it, I thought about calling it, like... It's a blue ring, like a blue-ringed octopus. And I'm like, no, that's dumb. I thought I could call it Irukandji, and I'm like, we're going down a path of naming a cat-dog creature after a jellyfish when there are jellyfish Pokemon. Speaking of the ocean, which I wasn't. Umbriny? No. It's funny, because Shadow's name on a bunch of stuff is a shiny Umbreon. So I could call it Shadow, but I feel like that's very cliched. Call it Kevin. Real basic name. Haha! If you know, you know. Another Magikarp. I don't know why I saved all the Magikarp. But I'll take it. 400 candy is 400 candy. And this should be what? 8? 10. There you go. And any of them could be a 4-star. Another Girafarig. There must have been an event going on where they were just pounding out Girafarigs and shit. What do we got? 2-star. That's okay. There was always the possibility of new life when they're traded. Ooh, Poliwag. Hey. So I caught my first Politoed doing my first remote raid with Dopey and Shadow. Friends of the channel. And I still have that Politoed because he's a trophy. Oh, another Magikarp. Come on, 4-star Magikarp. I don't know how many Pokemon I've got stacked. It is up to 100 because then you start losing them. It didn't give me a warning or anything. I don't know if it does. I was worried that it would. But I figured during Beach Week it's a good time to do this because we're getting extra candy for any decent throws, so why not? What a great throw. So good throw. Another 2-star. Okay. So many buffs. Look at all the buffs. I've never had that many buffs on that it's had to do that. Sproutling and Mr. H sent me gifts. Oh, I'm spoilt. Let me know at any point if the sound needs adjusting, if it does get obnoxious or anything. What do we got? Girafarig? 2-star. That's a trading. Let's have a look. Alright, let's go. Mr. H. Ooh. I don't know how to pronounce any of that. Jeux des enfants? Is that like for the infants? Like for the children? I don't speak French, but I know there's a lot of words that sort of are almost other words. And I feel like that is like park for the kids, like children's park or something. We'll pin that one. 2 Pokeballs, very nice. Welcome, Mr. H. We do send a lot of gifts and stuff here. So let's send you one of these ones. Let's send you a green rabbit. Just because it's kind of fitting for the moment, you know? Exactly, park for kids. Excellent. I like Lampent. Lampent is probably... Like, there's so many Pokemon that I didn't... Because I played Pokemon years ago, and then yeah, Pokemon's always been there in the background, but there were so many Pokemon that I hadn't seen for many, many, many years. Like, as in Pokemon games, to the point that there were so many new Pokemon that I'd never heard of before. And the Litwick Lampent family, I like Lampent. I really like those Pokemon. I think they're very cool. Two-star. Alright. I mean, Stuffles are cool. I do have a 4-star Beware. I was lucky enough to get a 4-star Beware. I'm pretty sure it was through a trade. So, I'm pretty thankful for that, but it means that a lot of Stuffles, like, unless it's a 4-star or a shiny, Stuffles are just candy now. What do you got for me, Mantine? Ooh, not bad. Not bad. I'll take that one. We'll analyze it a little bit later. Murkrow, very nice. I like a good Murkrow. Murkrow was my first buddy, I think. Murkrow was my first buddy, I'm pretty sure. Again, he was a Pokemon that I hadn't seen before, because I started... Pokemon Go always fascinated me, but I couldn't play it because I didn't have... Well, I didn't have a smartphone. It wasn't even that I couldn't run it. And then when I finally did get a smartphone, I kind of played it a little bit when I created an account in 2018. But then I couldn't do much with it because it was a phone that it was barely handling running it. I'm just going to have a sip of my drink here. Hold on. Okay. I'm always tempted to go out, because I go out and do the community days and stuff, and I'm always tempted to go and get, just to like stream some of it. But outside is always so noisy, and I don't have like a, noise cancelling microphone for outdoors. So if there's any sort of wind or background noise or people, prattling on, it always makes me sort of go, eh. Because the couple of times that I have streamed this before, I've either been basically sitting in one spot, like I am now, doing stuff, or, hey, fuck you, get in the ball. Or, I have gone out at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's been the occasional tram noise or something in the background. But going out during the day, it just seems like it would be too much. It just seems like it would be way too loud. I should have used a... Anyway. They're just candy. Use pineapple berries. It's 11:11. Make a wish, apparently. I think that's what you're supposed to do. He's a 3-star, but he's a trade. So, ignoring power levels. What is everybody's... I mean, it doesn't have to be like a #1 favorite, because I know it's hard to have a #1. But what are some people's favorite Pokemon? Ignoring power. Rooka! You downloaded Pokemon Go on an old tablet soon after its release, and it barely ran it. Yep, I know the feeling. That's pretty much, yeah, we were in the same boat. So I stopped. Even though, because of my commute to work, I was traveling to and from work for nearly an hour every day, or about an hour every day. going past a lot of stops and stuff, it just couldn't handle it. And then my phone would go flat. Ooh, Lickitung. Alright, here we go. I feel like that, I don't know where that ball went then. It's like it went through his head. But how you doing, Rooker? What have you been up to? Yeah, it's a 3-star. I'll compare it to the other one. You're about to go off to bed, Albatross? Okay. Well, thank you for being here. Okay. Yeah. Let's go straight in a trade. That's another one. Again, there must have been an event that was giving away Stuffles through its research at the time. Because we're going through probably a month and a half of Pokemon that I had collected over stuff. And more recently, like in the past week or so, I stopped holding onto them, was trying to catch as many as I could. But occasionally I'd want to hold on to something different, or I would forget and run from it. You get into a habit of running from them to hold on to them. And then it's just like muscle memory. You just get habitual. Yanma. My sworn nemesis. Stay in the ball. Good. Got a couple of shiny Yanma. I haven't looked into it, but I'm hoping that, because I've had 3 different shiny Yanma, and I feel like they have an increased shiny rate. I haven't looked it up, but I feel like they have an increased shiny rate. Thanks for all the gifts you send, Rocco. Yeah, Rocco's very good with gifts. He's very good with gifts. He's a very gift-sendy boy. You love Yanmas? You just love how much Yanmas infuriate me, Albatross. Ooh, Krabby. I'll have you. Excellent throw. The best Pokemon has to be Totodile. Totodile's pretty good. I do like Totodile. Totodile was my starter for Silver. I'm a water Pokemon fan myself. Not exclusively, but I am a water Pokemon fan. Alright. Well, what's next? Oh, okay, so we're probably going to have a handful of Fennekin now, because this would have been Fennekin Community Day. And I don't really need the candy for them. But, hey, who like, why not, right? The Axew Community Day coming up soon. That's exciting. That's a 2-star, so we're not off to a great start. Sudowoodo. Yanmas are kind of cool, but they're shitty as fuck. They just they do my head in to catch. Catching them is infuriating. They're always moving all over the place and breaking out of shit. It's a 3-star, but again, I got a 4-star Sudowoodo as well. So that's another one that's unless it's a shiny, it's less exciting. Oh, I'll see if we can pump up a little bit of candy for a Geodude here. He's got such a small, like, hit circle, which is pretty crazy. G'day, Eden Dixie. How you doing? What a name. What I'll do is I will open up my friend code here in a second, and you're welcome to add me. Yeah, that's fine. That's a 3-star, but I'll chuck it into trade. Thank you for the follow, Eden. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Alright, there you go, Eden. That's my code there. And then if it does make it easier, I don't know if you're on a computer with your phone next to you or not, you can have the QR code. I'll keep this one up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. But that is my friend code there. You're welcome to write it down, jot it down, do whatever you gotta do. Okay. That's interesting though. That's two different French people that have come in for a new quest with needing friends. So there must be some sort of quest going on over there at the moment. Let's go to Lickitung. Thank you for the follow, Mr. H. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. I'm gonna do this just because. Oh shit! I'm gonna do this just because I am. Oh fuck! He's just. Sometimes Pokemon are just that weird distance away. Alright, there we go. Can you do !socials Albatross? Because we do have a Discord with Discord channels for Pokemon Go stuff. And I also post a fair bit of Pokemon Go little clips and bits and pieces on Twitter as well, if anybody is interested. Alright, we've got another 3-star. We will compare him. Because I want a Licky, but I also don't like the look of Licky. I think it looks a bit derpy. If you're off to sleep, Albatross, I hope you sleep well. Take care of yourself. We will try our best to get all the cool Pokemons. Hopefully we'll get a 4-star. Okay. I'm just trying to silently coordinate with Albatross because we're going to do some trades in a little while, and just making sure that her phone is going to charge. Cord should be just here somewhere. It's very dark. You can turn the light on if you want. What was this? Was this a 3-star? It was a 3-star. Pretty average looking 3-star. We'll compare it anyway. We'll compare it anyway. Just in case it's good. Rookamon has saved a postcard. And has received 4 items. Okay. Now we've got a second. Let's have a look at code here. What do we got? 1482. I think that was your code. It's definitely not the same as your Twitch name, but that's alright. Either that or some random person just got a friend request from me. Nidorina. Hoping we get a decent one at least. Come on, 4-star. I believe in you. No, 3-star. That's alright. Pretty sure we do have better ones, but I will compare it a bit. Spinda. Oh. Oh, so close to a great throw, but that's alright. Oh, we get another chance. I'm gonna have so much bag space after all this. It's like when you walk out of a community day and you're like 200 bag space less. Oh. So close. So close. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. You have only 3 4-star Pokemon. Sandslash, Dunsparce, and Shinx. Ooh, Shinx would be nice. Ooh, hey. Come here, Frillish. Get in the ball. 4-star Sandslash would be pretty cool. The normal Sandslash or a Alolan? I'll show you my 4 stars in a sec once we've caught these guys. I'm pretty sure we're getting to the tail end of it because we're gonna have the recent there was the research day recently that had it was like panning for gold. I think it was last weekend, and I'm pretty sure that this Sableye from that. So we might have a couple of Sableyes in a row. But we could get a 4-star out of it, you never know. Normal shiny. Oh, as in it's a shiny 4-star? Or normal? What do you mean? I'm confused. Getting a ball. Okay. 3-star, but pretty average 3-star. Okay. Oh, wait, no, go back. No, come back. These are things that I should be using the star piece on. Fuck. Oh, well. I think it just ran out. Two-star, okay. Chuck that into trade. Yeah, it just ran out. I'm going to pop another one in case we have more Sableyes. You never know. And I've got too many star pieces at the moment. Ooh, Cubone. Hey. I don't know why I gave it a raspberry. I'm confused. My brain's leaking. Yeah, he's a 2-star. We'll trade him. From a Comday, I mean normal Sandslash, not a Alolan. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Ooh, Trapinch. I would like some extra candy from you, good sir. Okay. Yeah, 3-star, but not great, so we'll swing him into the trade zone. I don't think we've got tons of these left. Yeah, I think this might be the last one. The Lapras. Lapras with a bow tie from the current event. Got him from Hatch and Egg, I believe. You know what? You know what, Mr. Bowtie? You deserve... I'm not going to give you a Master Ball. That was nearly there. You deserve an Ultra Ball. Something comfortable, you know? Fuck you then. Don't worry about it. I didn't want to give you an Ultra Ball anyway. Get in a ball. Listen, champ. You and I both know that you can't run away from this, so just be in the ball, yeah? Okay, good. Glad we got to that point of agreement. Okay, he's a 2-star. He's a 2-star, but he's also an event Pokemon. I don't know if we'll trade him. If we get another one, we might trade him. But for now, we'll just hold on to him. I do like the event stuff. You don't know what to use the Master Ball on? I'm so tempted to use it on a Pidgey. But I want to specifically use it on a Pidgey. Not a Pidove, not any of that shit. Specifically a Pidgey. Just because I think it would be hilarious. But also, obviously there's the birds. So I've got a couple of Ultra Ball rewards, but I'm all out of research tasks, so that was quicker than I thought it would be. I don't think I need to revive or heal anything. Yeah, see, we're down by, over 150 slots now, which is good, because we needed that space. Alright. Let's crack open a gift. Bonhomme Volant. T-posing man. Wait, is it a T-posing man, or is it? Yep. He's a pilot of some sort. Well, there's 3 photos. Interesting. Couple of different choices. I think that one's a lot nicer. The trees are all flush. We'll pin it and crack it open. Then let's go with let's go with a Dragon Mural. Why not? Since your Swablu will eventually be able to be dragonified. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. So, what we'll do. Is everything tagged? No, there's plenty of things that are not tagged. Alright, how about this then? How about we just do our general tagging? So we do a 0-star tag, tag everything. Do our 1-star tag, and tag everything. I don't know why there's 2 stars tagged in that, but they can come out of there. Do our 2-star tag, and tag everything. 3-star tag, and tag everything. And now 4-star tag maybe? No new 4 stars, but these are my 4 stars. So these are the 4 stars that I've got. So there are a few here. I might just, I'll order them by number so it'll be easier to follow. So we got 4-star Charizard, 4-star Pidgeot, 4-star Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, 4-star Dugong, 4-star, so this one, because as you know, Tauros is US only, or North America only, I think it is. I don't think it's specifically US. I could be wrong. But, yeah, so that can, that was actually a trade when I was up visiting family recently. A friend of mine, well, it was actually a friend of a friend of a friend, that I was best friends with on here. We did one trade, and I traded them a Snorlax for this, because it was one of their last Tauros. And I got it through as a 4-star. 4-star lucky. It was very, very lucky. Why am I transferring 0-star Pokemon? You transfer 99% of 0, 1, and 2-star Pokemon. I do, but I also trade a lot with Albatross. So if something is a 0-star, and then I trade it with her, there's a chance that it could be, I will have some Estus Saints. There's a chance that it could turn into a 4-star. You never know. So a lot of the low end stuff, unless it's stuff that neither of us want, we trade. And I know that not everybody can do that. Not everybody has access to that, to have like somebody else close to them that also plays and catches a bunch of stuff. But we do what we can. How do you trade with somebody else? You just go into your friends list. So you just you have to be. I think it's 100 meters, maybe 200 meters. You have to be within a short distance of someone. They've got to be on your friends list, and then you can trade with them. So of the 4 stars, so I can go 4-star and trade it. So these are 4-star Pokemon. Not all of them are from Albatross, but these are my 4-stars that I've got through trades. So it is handy if you do have access to that. All of your 111 friends are too far, Sag. Can I send you a Pokemon? No, unfortunately not. I wish that you could trade from a further distance. Nice wording for fly cheat. Hey, personally, I don't think it's worth risking a lot of stuff because it is against terms of service and whatever else. And they can ban your account, they can block you, all that sort of stuff. I know a lot of people do it. I don't personally. I don't really. I know a lot of people use those sorts of things for whatever reasons that they have. I don't. I'm not going to tell people not to specifically because people can take that risk themselves, but it is against terms of service and you can get into shit for it and you can have your account deleted, and I'm not willing to do that myself. I don't think it's worth it. But I'm not your mum. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so yeah, there's the Taurus. This one was actually only just down the road the other day. Albatross saw it when we were going out. We were going out to do grocery shopping, and she's like, "There's a Golbat. He's 4-star." I'm like, "Oh shit!" So we caught it. This Kecleon, it was literally, I'm pretty sure it was the day after Kecleons were released. You can check the date. I'm not sure which day Kecleons were released. I can't remember the date. It was just after Chespin Community Day, and I hadn't seen a Kecleon. Albatross going to and from her work, she'd seen multiple. But I hadn't seen one yet. And my first trip into the city, this Kecleon was at a train station. The train was on its way through, so it didn't want to let me spin stops because I was moving too fast. But it slowed down just enough that I saw this Kecleon, tapped on him, caught him, and he was a 4-star. Very first Kecleon I saw. But yeah, got a few. I've only ever done one Genesect raid, and it became a 4-star. So that was nice. I have a few megas. So I've got different filters and stuff here, right? Some of these I don't use anymore. Some of these I do. This is one that I use pretty often. It is marked, so anything that's not currently marked as favorite or trade, if you can see the top bit here, anything that's not currently marked as favorite or trade, and it's 3-star, 4-star, shiny, extra small, extra large, legendary or mythical, goes into this unsafe category. And then I can just quickly go through, use the star on them so I know to sort through them later, and I can do it. And I've got the same sort of thing for like regionals. So regional Pokemon, even if they are in my region, I've got them here. Now this is a list. These numbers are, I got this off, it was online somewhere that I saw it. It was a big list of stuff. And it was you know, good. I got this guy out of an egg recently. Was that baby Mr. Mime Jr. But yeah, we got a few regionals. We got a few regional things, a few bits and pieces, because we had the Hoenn Tour event recently. So I've got Tropius and Relicanth and Seviper and Torkoal and shit like that. And we also have our sorting category. Oh, and Evolve Check. So Evolve Check that I've got here, anything that has high attack, defense, and HP and isn't marked for trade shows up here. So I can check stuff and see if it is worth evolving. Some are, some aren't. I have way too many EVs. I don't like how many EVs I've got. The more EVs that I get, the less inclined I am to actually sort out which ones I want to keep. I have too many EVs. I don't know why I keep so many EVs. It is because I'm like, oh, but they could evolve into different things. Yes, they could, but also sort them. Just sort your EVs, dude. Sort them out. Hoppips. I don't need that many Hoppips. I don't need any Hoppips, really. Well, this one can fuck off. You can get out of my life. I'll chuck it in trade. But yeah, we got some bits and pieces. Some bits and pieces that are worth evolving. Thank you for the follow, Vengeance of Duck. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. let's have a look at our sorting thing. Yeah, so we've got 2 bow tie ones. So let's see which one's better, and we'll put the other one down into trade box. How much bag space and Pokemon space do you have? So it's definitely something that has accumulated over time. It's not something that's all at once. So if it is considerably more than you, or considerably less than you, don't think that I just did it all in one day. It's over, you know, a good 6 months. My bag space is currently 850. And my Pokemon space is 1400. But that 1400 I've upgraded recently, because when I did go to the other side of the country on holiday, well, on holiday to visit family, I upgraded the bag space a bit because I didn't want to sit down and sort a bunch of Pokemon for ages. 400 and 350. See, that's good though. You can do a lot with those numbers. I'm not particularly ruthless. I mean, you saw how many Eevees I have. I need to get rid of my Eevees. I need to clean them out. I need to clean out a bunch of stuff. I used to keep a lot of PvP Pokemon and stuff, or Pokemon that I thought would be good for PvP because of their stats. But I gave up on that because I don't play enough PvP to warrant holding on to 50 different PvP Pokemon, you know? $600 and $600. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, depending on how close your gyms and stuff are, you know, you can make a lot of coins to upgrade your bag space. So it's really dependent on your situation. I know some people are, you know, out in the middle of nowhere or whatever, and they can't. They don't have the ability to, and that's very unfortunate. Like I wish that everybody had access to the same sort of stuff that, you know, that I have access to. I'm very lucky where I am, and I realized this even more so when I went on that trip because of the fact that it is so so much less so up in regional Queensland where I was staying, and I'm doubly lucky for the fact that I have where we usually will be, you know, doing a lot of Pokemon is we're currently at a friend's place, sort of just down the road from us, and we have, when we're chilling out here, we have access to a Pokestop that is really close by. Cricketons. You'd like higher range, would help trading with others and reaching gyms? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Even if that trading... So... I'm not super familiar with the more recent Pokemon games. Oh, he ran away. What a dick. I'm not super familiar with the more recent Pokemon games. I'm more of an old school player. But there was a thing that was added in the more recent ones. I believe it's called Wonder Trade. And you can just send Pokemon out to the Abyss and hope to get something good back. Even if there was just Wonder Trades. Because I understand, you know, trading with friends is better. But if you could only do Wonder Trades, then that, like, if that could be any distance, like you just put them into a big pool. I feel like you get a lot of Pidgeys and stuff though, like Pidoves and whatever's. See this guy? This guy, he's somewhere. Oranguru. Albatross has caught a couple of them. I have 0. I want one. There is an app that I've used a couple of times. It helps me sort stuff out, and it is Pokegenie, and it helps me sort of organize some stuff and sort out stuff that might be decent for PvP, or like find new friends for raids around the world. Am I using a Pokemon catcher? They're a little pricey, but you can turn them on when you drive so you don't miss out when concentrating on driving. Well, simple answer, no, I'm not. They are quite pricey. For my price range, they're quite expensive. I don't drive, so it's not something that comes up. I do catch a lot of public transport around the city, Depending on what type of public transport I'm on, if I'm on a train or a tram or whatever, then that can, affect things. Can make it, if I'm moving too quick or whatever. I'm going to do a little bit of sorting. See, some of these tags that I've got in this sorting thing aren't relevant anymore, but we'll leave it as is for now. I've got a Rattata and a Raticate. So some of these Pokemon I only want to keep one of, and some of them I'll keep a few of, whether they're like a starter or something that has Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions I like to keep a few of. Pikachus with hats or costumes I'm a big fan of just hanging on to. Got that one on New Year's Eve. This one's a shiny, I believe. Is he a shiny? Is he the shiny one? I think he's the shiny one. He's a shiny lucky, maybe? No, I think I've just got a shiny one of him. Don't know. I don't really know how to tell with Pikachu. It's like, he's shiny, how do you know? He's yellower. Like, oh, okay. Okay, so... in Arena we got another one, so let's have a look. 131 and it's a lucky. So when I say 131, so I do things a bit backwards to what, because I came up with a system for myself before I learnt what the overall system is for a lot of people. A lot of people do this by percentages or by number, so they'll look at this, the stats on it, and they'll say like 14, 12, 14. Or they'll say like, I don't know what percentage this is, but let's say it's like an 87% or whatever, right? Because I had to come up with a system myself before I discovered the online community of Pokemon Go, I call this one a 131 because it's how many points I'm missing. And it's just quicker than saying 14 whatever whatever. Like 14, 12, 14 or anything like that. I just go 131. And it's just faster for me. So if I do say that, it's the points that are missing, not the points that it has. And it's a lucky. And this one's just worse. It's just objectively worse. So we'll chuck it into trade. By the way, Vengeance, I don't know how many people you have on your friends list around the world. You are welcome to throw your code in chat or add me directly if you are looking for sort of more gifts throughout the day. Okay, so what do we got? A couple of Ninetales and stuff. I can sort of deal with them later. Poliwag, that's right. How are you going, Poliwag? So it's a 420. That one's considerably better. Yeah, it's probably not worth holding on to. So we'll chuck it in a trade. We've got a few Abras, a few Alakazams. I am a sucker for holding on to things that get free evolutions when they're traded. And Alakazam also has a Mega, which I didn't raid, so I don't have a Mega form of it, but oh well. So I do try to keep a few of them. I've got too many of these, too many Machamps, Machokes, etc. You want to complete the Kanto Dex? Me too. Me too. I'm very close. I'm pretty sure I think I just need Zapdos. It's so nice. You have 111 friends around the world. Used to have more, but it's difficult keeping up with presents. If anybody wants to add me, feel free. I have a catcher and can keep up with presents now. Alright, posture check. Alright, I will sit up. Probably hear me shrimping. I can't get over that term. Ever since I don't even remember who it was that came in and said it, but ever since I heard it, I can't not. I gotta keep an eye on my battery life too. We might, since we're not doing catching anymore, I'll just chuck on the battery saver for us. And probably drop our frame rate down a little bit, but that's alright. You need like 40 mons to complete it. Oh. What are we up to? Hold on, Tentacruel. Let's have a quick look. So my Kanto Dex, I have a lot, but I'm pretty sure I'm just missing Zapdos. Yeah. don't have a Zapdos. Which I might get soon, hopefully. Weirdly, I think I've seen Galarian Articuno once. Didn't catch it. And I've seen Galarian Moltres like 7 or 8 times, and I've never seen Zapdos. I always get Moltres showing up. My Johto Dex is slowly filling up. These guys are here locally at the moment because of the event that's on, the Beach Week. But they're really rare because they're out in the middle of the night. I need the 2 other legendary dogs. So I have Entei. You've seen all the Galarian birds, but you've only caught Articuno? Yeah, well, I've only caught Moltres, and I've only caught him once. So, yeah, no, I sympathise. They're tough to catch. You got Hoenn. Hoenn's missing Claydol, but I've got a Baltoy that I'm pretty sure I either can evolve or I just need more candy for. I don't know what's after Absol. I don't know what 360 is. Because this is 3rd gen, so 3rd gen I was very like loosely keeping up with, and then after that I just didn't. So I have no idea what half these Pokemon are off the top of my head. I know that Clamperl evolves into like 2 other things, but I don't know what those 2 other things are. There's a few things. Pachirisu, which is a regional. I don't think I'm going to get it, but you never know. You never know. Especially with the events that go on around the place to like add, like do the regional bits and pieces. Yeah, see that's the West Sea one. We don't have the West Sea one because we're East Sea, so we only have East Sea. What is this? Yeah, I don't have that. What's this one? I don't have that. That one's weird. It's just a rock with a spirit coming out of it. Like, okay. Carnivine's regional, but I think that's coming up in the Go event at the end of August. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there at the end that I don't have. There's a lot of things, and the further down that we go, the more I'm gonna have missing. This I'm gonna be able to have a Haxorus by the end of this weekend because of the community days, which should be nice. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a Bouffalont, but you never know, because they're like not even. It's not even all of US. It's like just New York City or something, which is pretty wild. What's this? Durant. I'm pretty sure that one's regional as well. Yeah, a bunch of different things. Some Alolans. This one's coming up soon because they've only just come back into rotation. I'm still grinding out candy for a Golisopod. This one's new, Sandygast. Evolves into bigger Sandygast. I didn't get all the Tapus. I only got 2 of them when they were doing all their raids recently. I picked Lunala, because it's a big space moth. Don't have Mr. Rime. I do have Galarian Mr. Mimes though. But yeah, there's definitely some interesting stuff. And they're adding new stuff all the time, so that's kind of cool too. Well, where were we? I believe we were up to Tentacool? One of them? We got the Geodude. He's an Alolan. Or I'm gonna anything that's not normal. I'm either gonna call it Alolan or Galarian, even though they're not. I understand they're not all that. I will get them wrong. But so he's a 1-3-2 with Legacy move, and he's a 1-4-3. So he's going into trade. See, this way it keeps all my shinies and stuff out of sorting. This is just like Pokemon that I want to keep. That's the costume one. Cool costume. Decent. Some of the costumes are a bit blech. It's a new Magneton. Where's my old Magneton? Oh, he would have been evolved. See, the different generational ones are hard to sort too. Ghastly Gengar. So I've megaed these Gengar, I believe. So he's a 1-3-4. That one was a remote raid. 031. That's a good gang. That's a good Ghastly. And that's a pretty good Ghastly too. Let's do... Let's do a quick check. So, to fully power this guy up, 412 Stardust and 244 Candy. Or 171 Stardust and 182 Candy. Because it's lucky. So let's make a new Ghastly. I do like Ghastly. I'm a big fan of a lot of the Gen 1 stuff because, you know, I still remember back when it was coming out episode by episode. I used to have the Landroom video player, and I couldn't watch it. I could only watch the first 5 or 10 minutes of the episode when it was on in the morning, and then I had to go to school. So I would set up the video player I'd just press record when the episode came on, and then not watch it, and it would record, you know, depending on how long the tape was, it would record 4 hours where it would be like an episode of Pokemon and then 3.5 hours of like news and shit. And then I'd record the next episode and it would be the next one and then 3 hours of that and then 2.5 and all that sort of stuff. So I ended up collecting series. I did the same with Dragon Ball Z at one point as well. We got a 1-star Shadow Onyx. I don't know why. I suppose we'll sit on it for a minute. Krabby and a Kingler. The King was good, I guess. But the Krabby, he's way higher. So his CP is way higher. So again, and I know some of this stuff is going to be really basic for a lot of people, but just in case anybody is new to Pokemon Go or doesn't know what's going on, the bar above them, the semicircle, looks like an arc or a gauge or whatever. The further that is over to the right, the more full it is, the higher the level of the Pokemon. So they don't evolve by level. It just like shows the higher sort of power, I suppose, because they can max out at level 50. Why does it keep going blink? Why do you keep linking me? Why does it do that? Why? Anyway, so this Krabby will actually be more powerful than the Kingler because once I evolve him, because he's 1512 CP. Right? If I evolve this one, he's going to be 2406. And he's got better stats. It does get more complex than that, but I'm trying to sort of keep things surface level. If somebody is new, they don't need to hear about all the specifics yet. Just the sort of basic, like, this is better than this, for reason. It doesn't have any water moves, which isn't great. I'm not going to spend the Stardust on shit. You didn't know that? You just knew about the 3 and Red Star? Oh, yep, for the appraisals. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so the CP, it's just when as you level them up. Just as you level them up. Because this guy that's weaker, he's the older one. If I was to power him up, right, because he's 1512 at the moment, and this one's 2406 at the top. So this one's going to be a lot stronger in battles. But I can power this one up with Candy and Stardust to be, what was the other one? 2406. And you can see that bar, that semicircle bar, there's like an orange section to it that shows how much you're filling it up by. So it would be 2407 is about the same, and then it would start getting more powerful than the other one. But that costs a lot. So if you're not willing to invest that much, then it's worth catching one that has higher CP. And that's what some people do. Some people don't worry about the stats, because even though these stats are good, they're in addition to the base stats. So like the example we used before, hypothetically, if this, let's say this Kingler has a base attack, defense, and HP of 100, right? It doesn't, but let's say it does. It has 100 attack, 100 defense, and 100 HP. And then those 3 bars are out of 15 that you put on top. So this one is, what, a 13, 12, 15? Attack, defense, and HP. It's 13, 12, 15, because each of those segments is worth 5. So that 13, 12, 15 is on top of every Kingler has at least 100. So even if all these bars are empty, it's still 100. But then this one would be a 113, a 112, and a 115. So it's not too much more powerful than something that's just 100, 100, 100. It's just for, you know, somebody like me that goes into the nitty-gritty of which one's slightly better. And I'm not a min-maxer by any means, but I like seeing a higher number. Then it is going to have that edge on one that is a 000, you know. Because then as you level it up, it's going to be better as well. But overall, a lot of people, especially if you just sort of play day to day, like if you're not really into it and catching a lot of stuff, then you don't really worry about the stats, you worry about the CP. So that Kingler being 2406, as I called it, is way more powerful than that 1512. Even if that 2406 is 000 on its appraisal, it's going to be better in a battle because they're not investing thousands of CP into powering it up. That's not to say CP, thousands of Stardust into powering it up. Because just to have this one be the same as this, stats-wise, you would be pumping, well, how much? How much are you looking at? 85,000 Stardust, which isn't cheap. It's not crazy expensive, but it's still something that you'd sort of be like, and then you obviously use the candy as well. Whereas that 80-something thousand Stardust, if I was to put it into this one instead, let's say that's about the same amount, I think it's slightly more candy, that's only going to push it up a little bit, because obviously as it gets higher, it costs more, the higher the level. But yeah, that's a sort of a basic overview. It's again, there are a lot more specifics than that, and I am brushing over some things, but that's sort of the basics of it if you look at it that way. One thing you can do is you can battle from a distance. Actually, hold on. No, I'm not doing battles, but I will. Where are we? 2152 6884. Bowser Browse. I'm assuming that that's the same person and it's not a random number. We will see. So, back to our sorting tag. We were on Kinglers, I'm pretty sure. Where are we? Yeah, here we are. Okay. Some things I like to just keep just for the sake of it. That is you? Okay, perfect. I've got 3 Lickitung now, so I could evolve one into Licky, even though they disgust me. So so I call this, and this is my own way of doing it, this is not the most common way that people, you know, look at stuff and keep that stuff sort of tracked in their own minds. Generally, people usually look at stats as either a percentage value, right? So if it's missing a couple, it might be like an 85% or something like that. This one I would call, instead of calling it like a 15, 13, 12, I call it by its points that are missing. So when you hear me say this, it's in reverse. So it's 0, 2, 3, because it's missing 0 points, missing 2 points, and then missing 3 points. It's just like a shorthand. 114 is not as good, and that one's very much not as good. So let's take this one out, chuck it in the trade box, and then 2, 3. Yeah. Alright. I'll evolve this one and I'll keep the other one as is. Let's add something to the Pokedex, hey? You call them transfer almost good and 4-star? Yeah, that's fair. Licky. He just doesn't look as cool as Lickitung, I guess. Like, it's a bit of a weird evolution. We should have our midnight spawn as well. Really? Kricketot, alright. Come on, get in the ball. Okay. That's a 0-star. We'll chuck that in the trade box. Okay. Now we've got catch 5 Pokemon for our daily. Alright. Back to the look. Let's see. We're looking at Lickitung and then beyond. Right on, I still need way more candy. Like, it's just gonna take a while. So Albatross caught a Rhyperior in the wild, and I have yet to see one. And these are the ones that I have seen, and they are few and far between. I've got a couple of Kangaskhan's because they've got a Mega, so I usually try and keep my three best of different Megas. Same with some starters. I probably won't a year from now, but I like to keep 3 of each Mega just because when I do eventually get around to Mega evolving different things, I can have, in a perfect world, multiple of the same Mega Evolution in case I want to, Mega evolve them one after another. You don't really need to do that, but I tend to. Got a Mr. Mime. I don't think I've got... Yeah, I don't have enough candy. I need 50 candy for him. We got a couple of Magmars now, though. It's a 224. It's a 302. So... I'd say this one's better. Chuck this one in trade. Got a few Pincers because they have Megas. I have too many Magikarps because I just caught a whole bunch, so that's fun. That's terrible. That one's alright. That one's alright. That one's not as good. That one's terrible. That one's terrible. Hey! Why have I started that one? Oh, because he's like a PvP stats one. I don't know if Gyarados is good for PvP, but he might be. Anything that doesn't have a star. Then we do this. Alright, so it's good for sorting stuff, so catch a whole bunch of stuff throughout the day. This saves you from having to check every single one all the time. You can just do it all at the end. But if you tag it for trade now, they'll all go shoomp and disappear, and then I'm left with these ones, which then makes these ones easy to pick out. Someone's only missing one, so he's a contender. He's up there. That's a 1-2, that's a 3, so we'll probably not be him. His Gyarados, they're only missing ones as well. So I'll probably ditch that bad boy. Chuck that in a trade as well. You gonna go play some Zelda Wind Waker, have a good stream, bye. Too easy, Rocker, take care of yourself. Thanks for dropping by. Always a pleasure. And enjoy Wind Waker. I can see, because of Albatross's drift, there is a Gabite. A wild Gabite just there. Yeah, no, you're not going to make it, mate. You don't drift far enough. I am going to go and I am going to do something that I didn't want to do. And that is take this outside. I take this outside very briefly, which means I'm going to be a little bit behind on chat. I will see the pop-up bubbles, but if I don't answer you immediately, then there is a good reason. But I want that Gabite, because Gabites and Gibbles for me are very rare. It means I will also not be speaking as much, because I'll be outside. But do bear with me. adventure. I should already be connected to just the Wi-Fi. Oh, not the Wi-Fi, sorry, my phone internet. So it should be good. Going for a walk. Sound effects? Did something else spawn into it? No? Oh, it is too cold to be outside in my pajamas. It's probably also windy in the microphone. You can hear cars going past. Come on, Gabite, where are you? Oh, you're out here. What's the other research task we got? Hatch another egg. Of course it is. There he is. I'll do this real quick. Okay, let's head back. Because we've got him on the thing. Oh, perfect. 16 candy, I'll take that. Evolve form of 5. +2 for the great throw from the event at the moment. And then the pineapple berry doubles it. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, because I've got the Charizard Mega as well. That adds extra. He's probably garbage. Oh, he's alright. I'll put him up to trade either way. Okay, I have to get back in before I freeze. I'm hoping I don't auto-connect to the Wi-Fi here. I don't think I do. Okay. Okay. Whew. It's a bit warmer. Good. Anyway, that was a bit of a detour. Bit of an unexpected detour. Ooh, hey. Team Rocket, huh? Who loves a good Team Rocket battle? You never know what you're going to get out of it. These waters are treacherous. Okay. I've got a Leafeon. So Leafeon, pretty sure this is the one. Nope, other way around. Pretty sure this is my maxed out Leafeon. It's one of the only maxed out Pokemon I've got. Because I've got a lot of Eevee candy. I love that bass guitar in the background. What a cool piece of music. Smashed him. What else you got? Croconaw could be a problem. Nah, we're alright. Depends on what move he's got, and he's got like water gun or some shit. What else you got? For alligator? Alright. How much damage you doing to me? Nah, piss all. Do a special. Or charged attack. Bam. He's toast. He's gonna give me a... she's gonna give me a Wailmer though. I do like that music. I'd never play with music on. Because it just gets pretty repetitive. But that was a cool piece of music. Boom. Oh well, let's play another music now, but... Let's use one of these, and we'll see if we can get a good throw. Yeah, excellent throw. Come on, stay in the ball. Yeah, there we go. $12 candy for that too. It's a 1-star. Let's purify it. And we can trade it through to Albatross. Albatross is a big fan of Wailmer. Wailmer? Not Wailmer. Wailmer. Was it? 1 star. Okay. Alright. I might just pop a couple of potions in a Leafy on here. It'll be good to use again. Now for our sorting. Where were we up to? I'm not doing the EVs. I refuse. They've been putting me off. Oh yeah, we did the Magikarps, that's right. So we got the Magikarps. We have multiple Lapras. So we've got a Lucky Lapras. So 2-1-1. It's not too bad. This is the costume one from the event. So it doesn't really matter what stats it has. Usually I'll keep costume ones unless I got multiple of them. And then this one's a 2-star, 045. This one's a 524. But we might get more of them throughout the week. So we'll see what happens. Where is it? Event. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Hold on. Which one is going to be 524? That one's the better one overall. So let's put this one in trade. Got a few Dittos just for gyms. We have a bunch of EVs that I'm really trying to pretend don't exist. Kabuto and Kabutops. Which one of you is going to be better? 322? Or 214? Probably the 322. Oh. Actually, no. Because HP isn't as important. So let's trade this one. Oops, that one. We got a few Shadow Mewtwo's from the other weekend when you could do the Shadow Mewtwo raids. We went over to a park in the city and did some of that. So yeah, I've got a few multiples of starters. So I've got like 3 of one, and then I've got like a shadow version of them, just because like that's how I will collect things. Sometimes I'll have doubles of things. Like this one's a lucky, but that one's the New Year's one with the top hat. This is one of my 4 stars. A couple of Ampharos because I want the Mega for them. This is the new Sudowoodo, which isn't as good. Like I've got a 4-star. You're not going to beat it. But it's so fucking close. I don't use Sudowoodos in anything though. So as much as it is a, what do they call them? Like a 98% or whatever? Or a 100? Whatever you want to call them anyway. This is the Politoed that I was talking about with the first remote raid. This is the first remote raid that I ever did. And it was with Dopey and Shadow, which are members of the channel. Did that. Got a few Giraffe eggs. I'm going to sort of power through a couple of things. I mean, the Shadow one's probably the best. That one's not great. Chuck it in trade. You know what? Before I lose too much battery power, I might just do some trades instead. Yeah, nothing in particular is jumping out at me that needs to be dealt with immediately. Maybe the Sableyes. 3-1. I'll trade that one. That one can go in the trade box. The Mawile could be bad. What's the Shadow like? 3-2-1. 5-0-1. Yep. This one's getting traded. For sure. do have a Wailord. That's a good Wailmer though. Wailmer? Fuck, I can't stop calling them that. Wailmers. Toggle Spinder, so I've got a couple of that type of Spinder now. So there's that Spinder with the rosy cheeks. And this one with the eye spot. And the same one. And then that guy, it looks like he's got a little goatee. One of these is almost perfect. Yeah, him. Alright. So you're going in the trade box. And you'll see me unstar, like unfavorite some of them for the trade box. And other ones I will keep them favorited, basically. And that's because of that if it is something that's a bit rarer, I'll keep it favorited, because then I can use it for lucky trades and stuff. Because you have to actively unfavorite stuff, obviously, to do the trade. Get that one. That one go in the trade box. Again, nothing else jumping out at me that I need to immediately deal with. What are you? Okay. That one can go away. Gigalith, Girders. I've got another Swaddle here, even though I've got the evolved form. 311. Yeah, so because this one's marked as untradeable, putting it in the trade box would be kind of pointless. So I just straight up transfer it. Because you can't trade things more than once. A few different flavors of dealing. Minimolga. Some of these are just because I have them to collect, pretty much. But I'll chuck that one in trade. This Frillish, what do we got? 124? That one's way better. Get rid of you. Too many Fennegans. I'll deal with them another time. Bunnelby. That's right, this Bunnelby was supposed to be alright, wasn't it? 001. It's better than that guy. Better than that Diggersby. Alright, let's evolve him then. He's pretty low level. But if I ever want to level him up, he's going to be better than the other one. Generally. Oh, what a noise. Sounded like a bad burp. Because that means then this is the lesser one. That means then this one goes in the trade box. Continental, Meadow, Modern, Marine, High Plains, River, Polar, and Monsoon. I am missing some Scatterbugs. I am missing some Scatterbugs. Uh, 320, 203. That's a trade. Bam, that's a trade right there. Do have a Lucky Clawitzer, but yeah, so 011, so it's gonna be tough to beat. And neither of them did it. So I can just bam bam. Chuck them in the trade box. I have an Aurorus, that's pretty good. Well, no, it's not pretty good, it's just an Aurorus. It was 152 or 421. Arguably, both are basically the same. More starters. Some other stuff, we got some Stuffles. So, I know I've got a 4-star Stuffle. So neither of these are going to make the cut as being close enough to bother with. Because Stuffle is very expensive. You're getting rid of that and I don't want to. But that one, because it's almost a 4-star and it's lucky, I figure I'll hold on to him. We've got 2 Sandyghasts. 411 or a 240. even though it's got less attack. Probably go with the 411. But this is a perfect example of the way the different stats play out depending on that. So this Sandygast and this Sandygast are both the same level, right? So because they were both caught off research tasks. Now research tasks guarantee that something is a certain level first. I think it's like 25 or 30 or something. I'm not sure of the specifics. But basically they're guaranteed to be a certain level first, right? Now, because they're the same level when you catch them, their CP will be higher or lower depending on how their stats are distributed. So if this had nothing in any of its stats, it would be considerably lower. You know, it could be like a 490 or something. This one's a 509 because even though this one's missing, what, 4, 5, 6 stats, and this one's missing 2, 6 stats, right? Attack is worth more, so it'll make the CP higher because it's valued more in combat by the algorithm of the game, I guess. But because I don't use it in battle, I value the other one more. But anyway, it's sort of a, even though they're the same level, one of them has a higher CP. Bruxish, Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini, Lunala, Meltan, Obstagoon, Berserker, Regieleki, Sefetch, Regidrago. Oh, there's shit outside. Speaking of needing a ton of candy for Wailmer. Get in the ball, big fella. Ugh. Excellent. We've got a Frillish. Okay. Stay in the ball, Frillish. Hey, that's not what I asked you to do. I asked you to stay in the ball, Frillish. No. The ball, in it, stay. Okay. After all that, we finally got it to stay there. It is a 0, so we're just going straight to trade. Now, spin this one here real quick. Thank you for the contribution to the gift sub challenge, Vengeance of Duck. We should be pretty close now. Because we were on 90-something% the other day. Should be almost there. Alright, so what we were going to do... We are going to do some trades with Albatross. So we'll make sure that she's all ready, and hopefully we'll get some luckies. We might even get a 4-star. Who knows? Oh, Bowser Browse. Forgot to follow that one up. So where are we? Germany. Interesting. DSV Harthausen. A sports place of some sort. Interesting. I don't know why mine constantly says error in the middle whenever I look at shit. Free stuff. And we will send a gift through. Let's go with... Let's go with Smick Hair. Alright. And because it's after midnight, I can send another gift through to people. You may have the eyeballs and teeth mural. Mr. H hasn't opened today's gift. But if they do, they can have another one soon enough. Oh, Albatross has sent me a gift. Dunnan Bridge. Okay. Pin that one. Get some of this out of it. Albatross. Albatross can have. Albatross can have one of these ones. So I think I've sent Albatross all the other cool ones. Alright, so with trades. Now, because I'm doing a trade. Now trades, when I put them through, B-O-U-R-I-T-E, trade and not favorite. So it marks everything in the trade box that I've got that is not marked as a favorite. So it saves those favorite ones for lucky trades and stuff. And then we will make sure that we are like that. Alright, let's have a look. Now we'll probably do some mirror trades to start with. And mirror trades that I do with Albatross are generally just Pokemon of the same family that are, you know, they don't have to be the exact same Pokemon, but Pokemon of the same family, so that you're getting an exchange that's there for something that could be, you know, the same thing but better. And if you're trading it, it's something that's usually you'd be willing to transfer anyway. You know, you don't necessarily need it. So if it's set up as that, let's see what we get. We might get some luckies. We might get some 4 stars. All right, we'll check the stats of different things later. Oh no, we don't need that to dim. Go away. Get out of here, Nightlight. But I wanted to do this before I ran out of battery, so I figured it was a good time. Let's do another one of them for another one of these. Now I probably won't do all 100 trades. But I will try and trade a few things back and forth just to see what we get. No lucky. See, some days when we do a heap of trades, we will get heaps and heaps of luckies. And then other times, nothing. But even after that, after all of the trades that we've done, I've only got, I don't know, 7 or 8 lucky, 7 or 8 4 stars in trades. And funnily enough, the 4 stars through trades haven't always been luckies, which is interesting because luckies have a higher chance of being 4 star. No lucky still. That's all right. That's all right. And I keep going until I get a lucky. There's got to be one out there for me. We just have to believe. Here we go. What do we got? I do wish we could speed up this animation, but it is what it is, I suppose. No lucky. All right. I think the cable is touching. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Tentacle. Come on. There we go. Alright, we'll do another trade of Tentacle. If we get a lucky Tentacle, that's a nice start. If we get a 4-star Tentacle, I'll be pretty excited. Come on. Hey, it's a lucky! Have you. Thank you very much. What stats we got? Yeah. Not the best. Not the best. But see, I'll mark that one as untradeable now because we can't trade it again. Not the best. But hey, it's still lucky. Oh, pardon me. Okay, so Albatross still has a couple of tentacles. So let's do a couple more tentacles. Let's get him out of the way. We did already get a lucky, but we've got extra tentacles here. Maybe we'll get a second one. Maybe one of the ones we're not checking will be a 4-star. Who knows? Future me knows. Future me's probably looking back being like, nah. Definitely not. But I don't trust Future me right now. Future me can shut up. Future me's full of spoilers. Alright. No. Okay. Alright, let's move on from Tentacle. What else we got? No, I didn't tap on Geodude, I was trying to scroll. Let's go with... So we could do some Krabbies. Because we've both got plenty of Krabbies. Let's do a Kangaskhan trade. Kangaskhan for Kangaskhan. Roll the dice. What do we got? It is... not lucky. That's okay. That's fine. It is a mini though. Alright, okay. We've both got a few horsies. We can do horsey trades. See, if you ever get into a position, if you're ever doing trades like this with somebody, and you have a handful of the same Pokemon to trade through, you can very easily search that in your search bar. So we're going to get... nope, no luckies. So what I'm going to do here, we'll do favorite, just as an example. Favorite, or... and we'll be waiting for Albatrosses to come through for a second. There we go. So the distance that you trade stuff is important too. So if you don't know, when you trade 2 Pokemon, you get a certain amount of candy. If it is... now, currently, in this current season, one of the season bonuses is +1 extra candy in trades. But, usually, a trade you'll get 1 candy each, back and forth. If the Pokemon are caught more than 10 kilometers apart, see the last horsey trade, if you go back and look at it, the last horsey trade was 2 candy, so there's the +1 from the season, but it was just 1 candy because they were both 7 kilometers apart. This one being over 10 kilometers apart, you get an extra candy, right? And then if they're, I think it's if they're over 100 kilometers apart, you get 2 extra candy, or something like that. I think it goes up to 4. I can't remember exactly, but the further away it is, the better. No lucky. That's okay. That's okay. Now another thing that I like to do, what would be the first one on the list? Would be Bug? I think it would be Bug. We'll go with Bug. If I go Bug, right, then that shows all of my Bug types, so it's a shorter list to sort through, so you're not sort of bombarded with different Pokemon to do trades with. Right, this is more for mirror trades, mind you. It just makes it easier to do that sort of thing. Mirror trades to do with a friend or a loved one, you know, brothers, sisters, parents, partners, you name it. It is good to do if you have the patience and the time. Now, I don't always have that. Some days, like I'll put off trades for days and days and days, sometimes weeks, because sitting down and doing trades is a concentrated effort, right? You're sitting down, you're putting the time in to do this, and sitting through the animation every time, but you can get some really good stuff out of it. And if you've only got a handful of certain Pokemon that are coming through, then it makes it like a reroll, right? You're effectively completely rerolling the stats on them when you trade them through. And it doesn't cost you anything except time. Like, you're not paying... Well, it does cost you a little bit of Stardust, but it's cheap. So even if you do 100 trades in a day, because you can only do 100 trades in a day, even if you do 100 trades in a day, you're still only looking at 10,000 Stardust. Right, which sounds like a lot. It does sound like a lot. But it most definitely isn't in the grand scheme of things. So outside of Bug, we've also got, because of the event it's on, let's go with Water. Let's go with Water. Just because there's a lot of water Pokemon, and that'll probably keep us busy for a little bit. Now see these Krabbies, right? Because I want to ignore the Krabbies for now. Exclamation mark is not. And then not Krabby. Right, and then that brings us to our other things. Now I might also go not Magikarp, but we'll see. You also have to make sure that you put the ands in, otherwise they don't work. Krabby. Okay. I know that she likes Wailmer, so let's start. Let's start doing some Wailmer trades. Because I mean, it would be nice to have a 4-star Wailord. I think that'd just be cool. I mean, it's nice to have 4-star anything, but there's definitely certain 4-stars that are more exciting than others. Like a 4-star Charizard, that's pretty cool. You know, a 4-star Wailmer, that's interesting, that's cool. 4-star Scraggy, or Chimecho, not so much. What else we got? Probably just stick with the Wailmer for now. Now, these are just normal Pokemon as trades. It's bang on 10 kilometers, so you get the extra 2 candy for that. But these are just normal Pokemon trades. They're not like legendaries or anything crazy. So they only cost 100 Stardust. But if I was to do a special trade, they would cost more. Now, special trades include things like those shiny Slowpokes. Right, they'd be special trades. Legendaries are special trades. So are purified Pokemon. So that Wailmer that we got before, that we had from the Rocket Battle, is a special trade. Now it only costs 100 because special trades are currently half price. Because of this current season, they're half price. So they're normally 200 for a purified Pokemon. Different things. Your friendship level with the other person comes into account and all that sort of stuff. Again, during this season, you could do 2 special trades a day. Normally, you can only do 1. Alright, no lucky. That's okay. So many Magikarp. So many Wooper. So much random crap. So many Wailmer. Gotta do big scrolls for me. I should just type in whale. How do you get Stardust the fastest way? Interesting question. So it really depends. Some people play PvP a lot, and they get a lot of Stardust from that, because you can play PvP from anywhere in the world. You don't need to be like near people or anything to be in the PvP leagues and get it that way. Another way to do it is obviously to just go out and catch as many Pokemon as you can. You can use star pieces to give you an extra 50% of whatever Stardust that you gain. There's also certain Pokemon that will give you more Stardust. So things like Shelder, things like Meowth, or Ordino, or Sableye. There's a handful. You can see the list online somewhere. I'm not familiar with the whole list myself. It is something that I'm trying to learn. But there are a handful of Pokemon that give you more Stardust when you catch them. Evolve forms usually give you a little bit more Stardust as well. But there is definitely a lot of special Pokemon. So it was probably about a month ago now, there was a Shelder Spotlight Hour. So Tuesday nights between 6 and 7 of your local time, there's the Spotlight Hour. And 99% of Pokemon that spawn in that time will be whatever special Pokemon of the week it is. Now, about a month ago, it was Shelder. And Shelder gives you a nice little chunk of Stardust. So we went out and we used star pieces for that hour. Caught as many Shelder as we possibly could, and then came home and I think we had a boost of like a few 100,000 Stardust, just because we caught with those star pieces active, and they already give you a big chunk of Stardust as it is, and then we're getting 50% on top of that, and everything we caught was that Pokemon. But that's obviously special circumstances. So just day to day, a lot of people recommend PvP. I'm not a big PvP person. I don't mind the odd battle here and there, but I'm not a big PvP person. A lot of people recommend PvP because you get good further rewards for that, even if you're losing. You get good payouts. I would recommend, if you don't have many star pieces, that's fine. Just catch as much stuff as you can. Go for a walk, find some nearby clusters that you can. Find some nearby nests. Nests and clusters are both really good. And yeah, just hope that you get some good stuff. Just catch as many things as you can. Open all your gifts every day. Open, like, do raids if you can, because you should be able to do 1-star raids yourself, easy. You should be able to do 3-star raids yourself with a little bit of prep. You won't need much. I know that a lot of people think that they need multiple people for 3-star raids. You don't. Some are definitely harder than others. Don't get me wrong, there's going to be some tough fights, and some of them come down to the wire. But if you look at the Pokemon you're going to fight, and you plan a team of 6 around that Pokemon that you're fighting, you should be able to take down a 3-star raid. You should be able to do it pretty easy. Well, pretty easy, quote unquote. G'day, DD. I'm a fucking Pokemon. Thank you, I think. Maybe? I don't know. I'll take that as a compliment. What do you mean I'm a fucking Pokemon? Like, as in, there's the water types, the fire types, and the fucking types. How you doing, DD? What have you been up to? Just got home. Yeah, busy day. I should really type it in. She only has 3 left. Hold on. And whale. There we go. Did. I'm curious though, because I'm streaming this off a phone. I don't know if anybody here is currently watching off their phone, but I'm curious if it shows up. Oh, Lucky! Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Lucky? What do we got? We got 2 more. We got 2 more. We still have a chance at a 4-star here. Well, we've got more than 2. She's only got 2, and we're just doing mirrors. So here we go. And it is not Lucky. But again, the non-luckies, they could still be 4 stars. I have got traded non-lucky 4 stars before. It does happen. More Wailmer. Why do I keep calling it Wailmer? Wailmers. They're just called Wailmers. I think it's because I thought that the I and the L were round the wrong way. Like, I'm not dyslexic. I just fuck up letters sometimes. I fuck up reading certain things. Especially names of things. And I'll read it, look at it, and be like, yep, that's what that says, and then that'll be stuck in my head. That's just how it's said now. Okay, she has no more left. So let's flip it, so we're just looking at something fresh. Alright, so I got a Wimpod, she's not. Oh, Binnacle? Let's go Binnacle. Shazam. Let's see what we got. It's gonna be something decent. Come on, Binnacle. No, okay. We'll go Clauncher. Let's go Clauncher. What sort of roll are we gonna get on that? I mostly look for luckies in the beginning. But we'll see what happens. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, we'll go another Clauncher. Then we got one more Clauncher after this. Now, on a subject note, I'm probably going to wrap this up soon because my battery life is not much longer for this world. And we will wrap up our Pokemoning. And like, I don't really feel like Valheim today because I feel like I spent a lot of hours Valheiming. Am I doing trading? I'm doing a little bit of trading at the moment. Yeah, just seeing if I can get any luckies. See if I can get any luckies. Just doing some mirror trades. But how are you, Meta Knight Pro 20? Welcome, welcome. She's got a couple of Frillishes. We could trade her a couple of Frillishes. Come on. No, okay. Like, I do have a lucky female Frillish already. Also, weirdly, the males aren't turning up. It's just females that are out, and I don't know if that's something special about Frillishes, because we're only seeing females out there. We're only catching the pink ones. So I don't know if the males are, like, if male female is regional, or if it is that they only turn up at certain times of day or during certain or in certain places. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? I think this is this my last one? I think it's my last Frillish. Come on. Give us a good one. No, okay. Again, all of these could be 4-star. We're just not checking them at the moment. I've got some more Frillishes. She is out. We are doing mirrors. So we will see what happens. Thank you for the follow, Meta Knight Pro 20. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Yeah, we've both got some Spheals. Could do some Spheals. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do some Spheals. You could get a really good Walrein. And Walrein apparently is good for PvP. If you have the right moves on it, of course. And Pile Up is a pretty nice game. I don't think I'm familiar with it. What is Pile Up? What type of game is it? Sounds like a racing game of some sort. And nope, no lucky. Okay. I think she only has one more sphere. And come on. Give us a lucky. Or a 4-star. Pile Up, you put a village in a very small space on top of each other and have to fulfill some tasks. Okay. Interesting. What's it on? What do you play it on? She has no frogies? 0 frogies. You know what? I will have... She's got a purified Squirtle there. I might just... She's a sucker for Mudkips. So I might trade her this, Where is it? I know I saw you. Where are you? Where did the Mudkips go? There we go. I'll trade her this. She can have... the Marsh Stomp. PC, it's on Steam. Oh, let's check it out. Ooh. I got a bit framey there for a second. And... no lucky. Okay. Am I trading with viewers? No. So I'm trading locally. Unless you happen to be within 100 meters of my house. I am trading, I'm trading with my good friend Albatross. Alright, let's ditch water for now. We'll go in a different direction. Oops. And we will go to fire. We'll see what we both have. Flip this way. She has almost no fire whatsoever. Wonderful. I have way too many handouts. Okay, new plan. Let's go with grass. What do we have for grass? So it doesn't help that we're in the middle of a water event at the moment. So most of the stuff that we're catching is water. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Do I have Turtwigs or anything? Nope. I'll swap her a Chespin for a Turtwig. They're both grass starters. They're basically mirrored. And nope, no lucky. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the focus downs. We will flip the number. We're just gonna have a quick look. See, I could do the Sandygast. She hasn't got one of them out at the moment. Got a lot of dealings. I don't know how that Pidup's there, but sure. She has a lot less in her trade box at the moment than I thought. Oh, interesting. Alright, let's do that one. That seems like a fair enough trade. Metagross for Gabite. Come on, Lucky. Do a Lucky. Give me another Lucky here. Ah. Boo hiss. Okay. What else we got that we could chuck over? Let's see if she's got any other starters. Does she have any other starters? Because we've got a few starters that we could trade. Natus, Togetix, Porygons, crap ton of Krabbies. Here's a Bulbasaur. Do a Bulbasaur for a Rowlet. A little bit of extra candy there too with the distance, which is very nice. Still no Luckies. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Okay. Well. I suppose that I could do... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Monferno for Jolteon. They're both kind of cool. I do like Jolteon. I'm a Vaporeon fan. No, not for those reasons. A little bit for those reasons. Not for those reasons. But I do like Jolteon. I think Jolteon's very cool. Alright, what else we got? Let's see, we flipped it. I'm doing a quick scan of the upside down other way. Let's do a Magneton for Ghastly. Come on, give me a lucky. Give me a lucky something. Something tasty. No, okay, fuck. We will have a lucky. Don't know what it's going to be, but we will have a lucky. I could smash out a bunch of Krabbies. Sure. Why not? Ooh, that's distant too. So hers was from the trip when we were up north visiting family, and this one's from here. So you could see that the candy was a lot higher there too. So it was 4 candy, I think I was looking at. But the distance, obviously, of the trade is going to increase its chances of candy. Apparently, how old a Pokemon is as well will increase its chances. So if I go like... That's most recent. If I flip that... So Ludicolo has been sitting in that trade, but I caught the longest ago. If I have a look at hers... What's been sitting in hers for the longest? She's got a Galarian Mr. Mime, which I feel like is not fair. Let's go... Let's go Ludicolo and Boltoy, just because they're both a bit older. Not crazy old. Well, mine is. Mine's 2019, but hers is from December, because that's when she started. Not from that far apart. But age-wise, it is older. Now let's see. If it doesn't go through, it doesn't necessarily disprove my point. But the older a Pokemon is, the more likely it is to be lucky in a trade. There you go. Proof. Well, close enough proof anyway. So older Pokemon are good for lucky trades. But that just goes to show. Oh, weather warnings. Yeah, we've had some pretty wild weather warnings. We'll catch a couple of quick things here. Now, I'm going to jump up. And I will... get a couple of things organized here. I don't feel like Valheim today, because I feel like I really, not burnt out on Valheim, but after that session of Valheim the other day where we built the storage area for 5.5 hours, I taking a break at Valheim. I don't know if I want to do a bit of Diablo 3, or if I want to do even a bit of Red Dead. But I will make that decision in due time. Research stamp for today. Okay. Yeah, the backpack's looking pretty empty, which is good. For anybody that I added today, or that added me today, I think we've done gifts for everybody that is new. Yes. It is just after midnight here, so if I did add you before, at the start of or like an hour ago, and sent a gift through, then there's a chance that I can send you another one. I do tend to send a lot of gifts because I am lucky enough to be pretty close to a Pokestop where I work, and when we're staying here at our friend's place as well. And I do try to send gifts every day. I do miss days sometimes, and more often than not the gifts are pretty generic. But we do send them through as often as we can. But yeah, so we do have some extra stuff there. Leafeon wants a berry. Where is Leafeon? So did I not use my max Leafeon before? This must be my max Leafeon. My max Leafeon is at a gym. I use pretty much all my Nanab berries at gyms. Just for the Stardust, because you get bonus Stardust from that as well. So when asking about the Stardust, that is a good way to do it as well. If you have a lot of berries, especially Nanab berries, if you get a lot of berries, just dump them. They take up a lot of bag space. Like, don't use more than what you're comfortable with, obviously. But, yeah, get rid of them if you have too many. It saves a lot of space. Let's do this real quick. So we're going to do a quick Pikachu. We're going to do a little bit of a head scratching with our little buddy here. And we'll feed a couple of berries. I usually use Nanab berries for buddy feeding as well. But when all else fails, nothing goes wrong with a couple of Raz. I'm still working on the there's a research that's like have 20 days of getting hearts with your buddy, and I've reset the timer like 3 times. It's been a little bit annoying. So I'm trying to be onto it at the moment with old Umbreon here. I do need to come up with a name for my Umbreon too, because it's a shiny, and I like to name my shinies. My shinies and my 4 stars, I try to name them. But yeah, so this has been good. I think I might try and do this a bit more regularly, and sort of stack up stack up my research Pokemon, catch a bunch of them, and then see how we go from there. But I do want to do that a bit more often. You know, I don't know if it'll be once a week or once a fortnight, but I don't mind streaming Pokemon Go because it's just very chill. I can just sit. I mean, it depends on how often I'm here, because I'm not always sitting here where I am at the moment, which is pretty comfy and has access to a Pokestop and stuff. But it is what it is. So maybe it'll be a 2-week thing. Depends on how often I get the research stuff, because I do want to have some research stuff backed up for it as well. Now, all that is said, we do have a couple of thank yous. So I want to thank Eden Dixie, Mr. H92, Vengeance of Duck, and Meta Knight Pro 20 for the follows today. Much appreciated. If anybody out there is looking to join the community or anything like that, we do have the Discord in chat via that link. There's a Discord. I do post a lot of Pokemon Go stuff to Twitter. Any good catches that I get, special egg hatches, different things like that. Oh, big stretch. If not, this is the last time I see you. I hope you have a pleasant day. But I hope that everybody has had a good day. And I hope you all have a better tomorrow. And if you're watching the VOD on YouTube at a later date, whether it be a week from now, a month, a year, 10 years, or long after I'm gone, I'm sure you'll hear from me again. Because you're awesome too. I will catch you later. For those hanging around, I'm going to stream in a little bit, but I got to figure out what I'm doing. I've got to go pee. Maybe grab a snack. But I'll be back later. I will catch you all soon. See ya. And best of luck with your catches.